everybody! Welcome back to another exciting episode of Revenge of the Q&A. Hi, it's Friday. That means it's time for some questions and possibly answers. You're probably questioning right now, Jesse, that hair bro, get a cut. You and my dad probably are like, damn it, hippie, cut that hair, it's going crazy. Well, I probably should do that today. But things that are happening that are kind of exciting. I am really getting back on track when it comes to videos. I love you, England, but you murdered me when it came to my, tolerance for making a lot of videos. I was like, I can't be asked. I can't. I'm gonna go back to sleep. England, you ruined me. But with that said, I'm now back on track. We're starting to get back up to 3 videos a day. I'm working really hard on doing that for you guys. And next week, we should be back to just pounding them. Just pounding those videos. Daily, just all day. And, what else? Oh, I made a list of things I want to do this year. Things that I really want. I want to look into getting sort of a group of a lot of YouTubers together and make a conglomerate of YouTube awesomeness and just do a lot of collabs together and have lots of fun. And underneath that, I wrote, one sketch must contain Jesse going, and in quotations, there was a firefight! I want that really bad. I just want to reenact that scene for no reason. Someone walks in and they're like, Jesse, what happened last night? And I can just be like, there was a firefight! And explosions. I want that really bad. That is my dream. That's what I want. What else happened? Anything major this week? I had a conversation, and I'll leave this up to you guys, because I don't want to, dilute my awesome content on my channel, but I was having a conversation about Game of Thrones, and we got in this huge debate over where the cuts would be between season 3 and season 4, because it's all book 3, right? And so people were like, where do you think the cut's going to be? And I had this huge layout of how I thought it was going to go down. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I want to know if you guys wanted to hear it, because I'd love to make that video. I love when I feel like I'm right. In case you're wondering, that's when I'm at my best. When I think I'm right, even if I'm wrong, that's when I have the most fun. So if you want to see a video where I try to explain why the cuts were made where, and it won't be too spoilery, but you have to talk about some things, right? Because, otherwise people who read the book wouldn't understand. But I have brain ideas. Not heart ideas or other ideas. Brain ideas about this one, and I feel like I'm right. So if you want to hear what I have to say and you're curious but you don't mind the spoilers, look, you don't gotta watch it. You let me know in the comments and we'll get on that. Other than that, I think that's it. So enough of all of that. I'm shaking this thing. Let's get down to the hat. Question the first. This comes from Cyan Frost. So question maybe? Maybe. Has there ever been a story, book, film, etc. that has made you shed a tear or even cry? Well, Cyan, yes, of course there has. You would be a liar or just the hardest man alive if you said that such a thing hadn't happened. Let's see. Oh man, there's been a few. There hasn't been a lot. I'll admit that. There haven't been a lot, but there's been a few. I guarantee I might have been 14, 15 at the time. The end of Braveheart, the first time you see that movie as a man, you're just like, I love you, fucking William Wallace. I love you. Doesn't even matter. You just will. It might have been that the theater I saw it in was also very cold and I was sick at the time and just overwhelmed with emotion, but that hit me. I remember that I cried to that one because my friends gave me the shit for it. Is there anything else? I don't know. I don't know if I cried, but I get a little emotional and worked up at the end of Shawshank Redemption, because that's a beautiful ending. If you've never, that is a beautiful movie. And so the ending of that, I'm like, I knew we could do it. But no, I haven't shed tears there. Yes, I have. I just don't remember them because they weren't it wasn't something emotional. I would say 3 or 4 times. But the one I remember is Braveheart because I was ridiculed for it. Other than that, yeah, of course. If you don't cry, let it out, man. Let the dam break. Let that dam break. Just... then just let it go. You know what? Hold on. Maybe at the end of Cowboy Bebop. I think I was just a little like, that's a good ending, man. I don't. Maybe I just don't cry that much, and I'm trying to make it seem like I'm really sensitive. Ladies, I'm totally sensitive to my feminine side. Because I'd like to get sensitive with your feminine side. Feel free to use that one, gents. It's on the house. All right, let's go to question numero dos. This is from Captain Waste. Hello, Captain. Yo, Jizzle. As much as you say you enjoy good lore in games, and how much it matters, when I watch you play, you don't seem to take that much notice. Does it just sink in later, or do you prefer the whole story than just the little special parts? Keep on trucking. Well, Captain, I think what you're seeing is sped up, Jesse. I've said this before, and I think I need to reiterate it, because a lot of people, I don't think, quite understand it. Even TB has mentioned this. If you watch some of his vlogs or various things he does, live commentary, which is what I do. I don't record and then go back in and edit my voiceover, because that's a pain in the ass. Just trying to get the emotion and the right inflection, and then you're basically faking it. Live commentary is you play while commenting, while trying to make it entertaining, and that is super freaking hard to do. And there's a lot of people that just can't do it, and if you watch YouTube, you will see that. And so, the problem is, because it's live, you have to keep the pace moving, because you don't want to get stuck in one area. Notice I do that a lot, and I still get stuck. But the idea is you can't focus on too much, and sometimes by hurrying through to kind of keep the pace moving, you miss things, or your observations aren't like clicked in right away. And so you'll notice some things in, say, BioShock, for example, I will think about them, sort of say something out loud, and it might be total gibberish, but in my mind, I'm putting pieces together. So what you hear might not be an accurate, like, if you had brainwave powers to connect to me, you would know what I'm thinking about. For example, like Elizabeth's origins, things like that. I may say one thing, but that's me trying to work it out in my brain. And so then later, if you keep watching, you'll notice I already have it pieced together. And it's because I figure it out, and I just don't like blurt out that I figured it out. I wait till a moment in the game where it's relevant, and then I say what I think. Because I dislike ruining story and flow of the game to talk about things that aren't related to it. There's a lot of Let's Players, YouTubers who randomly talk gibberish, like, today I went and got a pizza. Like, what the hell does that have to do with this video game? Like, that kind of stuff. And I'm sure people want to know about, like, a YouTuber's life or whatever, but that's what stuff like this is for. A game should be focused on the game, and so I try to focus really heavily on it. And with that said, when you do it live, the focus is a mix between being focused on what you love, story or gameplay elements, and then being focused on the viewer watching at home, who you know it only has so much of a tolerance for you sitting around and looking at crap. I do that quite often. I think I explained in Ni no Kuni. I was in the desert area. I was like level 25 by the time I even got there. That's how much time I spent in the first area, looking around, exploring, trying to find all the hidden stuff, trying to find all the lore elements. That's what I'm into. I love that stuff. So I definitely feel like if you had to sit through that, you would be very, very sad, and I wouldn't have any viewers. I'd have hardcore viewers. The space butterflies out there, you know what I mean, but I can't rely on just like 5 people who love it. So you have to balance. You have to balance and keep moving. Hopefully that answers that question, because that was a lot of rambling. And finally, a special question. This was sent from Joel in a package of awesome goods. If you want your question read, send me things apparently, because I'm a shill and I'll do it. This says, Dear Jesse, here is one for the hat. Where is your favorite place to eat in LA? Joel. This is a really tough question, because LA might have the best food in the entire world. Maybe Paris, I think. Like everyone says, I've never been to Paris, I don't know, but everyone says Paris is the best. But LA has the most eclectic variety. You literally can find anything here, and because it's so like hoity-toity with Hollywood, it's like super ritzy and super douchey and all delicious. Look, apparently douchey and delicious go together. Don't ask me why, it's just fact. What are my favorite places? I recently have been going a lot with friends to this place called Public School. It's like themed around like a public high school, but all the food is, I guess, fancier versions of things you would get like fast food. So like a burger, but it's like a ridiculous burger, or just it's interesting. It's fun. But the reason why I go there isn't because of the atmosphere or the food. It's because they have a beer that I've never had before in my entire life. Literally the most expensive beer I've ever seen ever. But I swear to God, it tastes like what I imagine the Greek gods drank when they talked about ambrosia. It's that good. And it's like, look, just give me one. Plus I think it has like 11% alcohol, which is okay by me. It's wonderful. Also, there's a place called Ortega 120. I like Mexican food. This place has the best ever. It also has 120 types of tequila. I think we're coming up with a theme here, and it is really good. It's really fun, and I like that place. Like, I could literally go on and on. The problem is trying to be like, yeah, I'm totally dieting, and deal with all the food choices. It ain't easy, let me tell you. So, I better learn some willpower. So, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. We will be back next Friday with another Q&A, and as always, to be continued. Advertise like shameless whores.